Hello. Howdy. Flex time. How's it going? I'm like having serious camera trouble right now. I'm not really sure why. What's shaking? Cool. I'm gonna give it like a couple minutes for people to scramble in for flex time. I hope everything's okay. How are you doing? You're like the only person here. Louisa. Do you have any requests or anything that you're interested in doing for flex? If you're looking for something, feel free to drop it in the chat and I will cater to you and your needs. I was kind of thinking of doing like a bunch of wheel stuff and wheel related activities. You never do enough wheels in your life. You're going to want for this scene some floor space. If you have a mat, mat's cool. If you don't, grab like a little hand towel or like a t-shirt or something. You're just gonna like stick it under your knee for lunge sequences. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What? I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back. Alright, cool. Hi. Oh, hello. Welcome to Flex. How are you doing? Oh boy. Alright. So as I was kind of saying before, we're going to do like a bunch of wheel stuff. If you have your like usual setup, go ahead and grab it. Otherwise, come and meet me in your space. Take a wide power stance, put your toes straight forward, and just take a big breath. Let your arms come out to like a nice slow V shape. And then start to drag your elbows in as you exhale. And let's feel this. We feel all of this and this and it together. And one more time, let it go. Big breath in. And as you exhale, drag it in. Keep your spine nice and long. Take your chin to your chest and look up to the ceiling. And right and left. And ear to shoulder. And start to turn that into an easy head circle. And reverse. And put your head back on straight. Easy shoulder circle all the way around to the back. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I missed you too. And reverse directions. Put your arms on a low V and grab a doorknob in each hand. Rotate your shoulders forwards and backwards. Start to like send a lot of tension into your arms. You can really flex out your triceps. And then take that shoulder circle with your opening and closing of your doorknob. And reverse direction slowly. Bring your arms out to a T shape, same idea. Open and close just a couple of times. And then start to add a little shrug at the top and a press at the bottom. And reverse directions. And bring your arms up to a big, wide shape at the top, and try to open and close. Sorry, open and close. And turn that into an actual circle. Bring a shrug up, trying to make that extra rotation happen, and then see if you can pull your shoulders down. And reverse. And bring those arms down towards the side to make some slices. And flip your palms, slice it out. Let your arms dangle down at your sides and just start to take a little rock side to side, taking a little step, taking that weight, sink into the floor, doing a little bend of the leg. Can't really see where my leg is doing, but I promise you it's bending. Really feel that weight shift. And then as you're doing these little steps, keep your spine nice and long and start trying to pull your core in. And make sure you're really engaging through your glutes. And start to add a arm circle. So as I step in, I'm going to sweep all the way back. And same thing other side. Make a long line each way. And reverse directions. And we're finding the openness and close of our doorknobs with our arms. And the next time you feel even, stand back straight on your legs. Bring your hands straight out in front of you so you can drag your elbows, tap onto your knees. We're going to take a squat. So as we squat, we want to set our weight back over our heels. Come down here and back up. Trying to keep the chest nice and high so we're not just kind of dunking forwards. We're again really using our legs. Go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next time you're up, bring your hands to your hips. Just try to make the hips stay nice and still. Chest goes forward, chest goes backwards. And same thing side to side. And circle it out. Really grounding those heels into your space, into your floor. And reverse. And put your chest back on straight. Soften your knees. Again, we're trying to keep our weight not forwards or backwards. Scoop your pelvis forward, squeeze your booty, squeeze your core, and then try to pull the booty back while still engaging your core. Just back and forth. And same thing side to side. And circle it out. Find all 4 of these points. And next time we're at the front, reverse. And whenever at the front, put your hips back on straight. Soften your knees, bring your hands to the outside of your thighs and try and pull your knees away from your hands. We're going to try to keep all of this nice and tight, so we're not going like Doing here, we're trying to scoop the torso under, scoop the ribs in, all that business. You feel like you're applying from your knees through your head. And now we'll leave the torso right where it is, press your hands into your thighs. Feel the hips start to work from the outside. And then start to walk the toes out, allow the knees to go directly over the toes. Once you're here, you can leave your hands right where they are. Just take a little bounce, knees going straight over the toes, and then stand straight back up. We're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're happy here, you can stay here. Otherwise, for round 2, we can walk our feet out a little bit more. Again, making sure our knees and thighs are going directly over our toes and not buckling inwards. So we're really activating the outside of our hips. For this next round, if your legs are nice really wide, you can just reach the arms out to the side, standing nice and tall. Take your second round. 10, ready for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool. Bring your arms up to your head and really flare out those elbows. Take a second to open your ribs for contrast and then pull the ribs in while trying to keep your elbows and your collarbones nice and wide. Go back down to the bottom of your squat. Mark. And keep grounding all of your hips in towards the floor. Right elbow and up and left and up. 4 more. Right and left. For 3 and 3. 2 and 2. 1 more. To the right and left. In the center, stamp it straight up, trying to squeeze those heels together. Keep lengthening through everything else and trying to rise up onto your tippy toes. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and heels come back down. Come back down to your squat and go over to your right side. You can tap the right elbow down and start to extend that left arm straight up. If this is like a big stretch for you, stay here. Keep grounding this opposite hip. If you want more, you're going to open your doorknob and try and reach that hand past your head. Option number 2 is you can start to reach that bottom hand towards the floor. Make sure to really course through that opposite side open and try to keep the ribs in. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach that arm straight up and knit all of this side here together to come back to the center. Stand straight up, give yourself a little shake, and then come right back down to your squat. Take your hands behind your head. Same thing, side 2. Extend the arm straight up, trying to open up through the ribs. If you want more, you're going to be straight down to the floor. Trying to keep everything turned out towards the front of your space. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach it all the way up. And curl back up to the center. Stamp those heels together. Toe heel the feet until they are pointing straight out in front of you. And then soften your knees. Take a big arch and follow it all the way down until you have an easy forward fold. Find your floor. You can find your legs, dealer's choice. Just try to sink into your hips. And then straighten out. Keeping a micro bend in the legs if your hamstrings aren't ready for it. 4 more like this. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next time you're all the way down. Stay there, grab the elbows, gentle pendulum side to side. For 5, try to keep the arms in between the head. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back towards the center. Toe heel the feet until they are about hip width apart. And then same thing, if you want to take objects here, you can take objects and put them under your hands to help your balance. We want to try and keep our heels grounding into the floor as much as possible so our ribs and thighs can come together. 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And straighten out the legs. Grab the elbows, head in between the arms. Try to pull the rib cage in. And now tuck until just your pelvis. Scooping it under 1 inch. And then as you extend, try to drive those elbows in towards the floor. Long spine, open shoulders. 4 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next time you're down, find the floor, toe heel the feet until they are either one hand and fist in between your toes, or you can try to bring the feet all the way together, really squeeze those legs together. Sit back on your legs like you're sitting in a chair, and then start to walk your hands either on your armpits or on your floor until they're next to your feet. Take 5 more little squats. Heels to the floor and back up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come halfway down. Keep gluing those ribs to your thighs. Pretend like you're sitting into a chair. And then reach your hands straight out behind you like you're a skier. So that nice little view we had before, our shoulders are rolling back and nice and open and our rib cage is closed. Now start to reach those hands up and allow your rib cage to open up. So you can take a little bit more of an arch. Keep sitting into your butt. If you're happy here, you're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reclose the ribs, find your floor, and straighten out, shake it out. All right, round 2 of 3. You can keep doing the blow V arms if you want. You can start to bring your arms straight out in front of you. Try to pull those shoulder blades together and really take the arch of the chest like you're trying to pull something into your boobs. Yeah? So take your squat, arms come out, take your arch, and reach those arms out, pull, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach those arms back, forward, fold, find the floor, extend, shake it out. Final round, you can take your arms all the way up to your head. We want our doorknobs to be open. So if I was pointing my armpits in a direction, they want to point straight out in front. So as opposed to being here, hello, my arms come forward. They don't want to fly out like a hunchback. We want to keep rotating from the shoulder, opening our doorknobs the whole time. So from your forward fold, sit back into your heels, find your low V. As you bring your arms straight out in front of you, hello, you can take that arch. Hold for 10. Now you're trying to pull the thumbs back behind you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dive back forward, find the floor, toe the feet until they're wide. One more time. And then just plant your hands, easy hip circle. Allow the legs to bend and the knees to come in and out. Alrighty, one more thing in our wide squat before we move on. Take the toes, turn them out towards the side, sit into your legs, and walk the hands up until they meet your knees. Now use your hands to give yourself a little bit of assistance. You can really sink into your power squat and then push those shoulders away from your ears. Sit the booty back and then scoop it under, trying to find the core and then the length of the spine. Take your right shoulder and let it come in towards the center, and then keep pushing your shoulders away from your ears. You have to push your legs further apart. Hold 3, 2, and 1. And come on up to the center. Same thing on the side. Keep pushing the shoulders away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up to the center. Release, find the floor, toes forward. Soften the legs and round up one vertebra at a time until you're all the way back up at standing. All right, cool. Take your right arm, sweep it across your body. Take your left arm, open it all the way up. Big stretch, big reach, big rainbow style up into your side bend on this side. Now keep your hands pressing into your pelvis and your pelvis pressing into your forearm. You can leave your legs straight if you trust your pelvis to keep doing this. If not, soften your legs, extra squeeze of the butt. Round and open. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you bend your legs, re-straighten them. Cartwheel all the way up, same thing other side. Soften or straight legs. Round and open. For 4, 3, punch into that. 2, and 1. And cartwheel all the way up. Bring the hand back to the thigh. If you want, you can also plant the hand on the leg for a little bit of extra support. So we're going through our side bend. We're going to open this top shoulder. Look under our armpit and keep our hips pressing forward. And then bring it back to the side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And cartwheel it all the way back up. Same thing, side 2. Again, really scooping the pelvis, opening up to this top shoulder right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And cartwheel all the way back up. Chin and chest, round down, find the floor. And go tabletop position. So just kind of walk your feet back in together and walk your hands forwards. Take a couple of cats and cows and a couple of like little cat-cow circles on each side. Really spread your fingers, grip the floor, use all of your real estate, and try to stack your knuckles underneath your shoulders so you're not stressing out the bones in your wrists. So your whole body's going to become a little jump rope, trying to find the roundness that we just found on our feet. And reverse. And now bring everything back to the center. Plant the hands, hollow out the body, and then just pull the shoulders away from the ears. So as you can see, based on like my beak, my head doesn't align with the rest of my spine because my beak is pointing straight down. So I want to try and keep that happening so I'm not like just crunching into my cervical vertebra. I'm actually like using the entirety of my spine to do like flexion and contraction. So we're gonna take our elbows down towards the floor, pull the shoulders back, and then scrape our fingers in towards our body by dragging ourselves forward. Yeah, so I'm driving. When I go as far forward as I possibly can, look forward with the head, pin the shoulders down, try and press them back. Take this arch. And then drop the elbows, reverse. Round. Once your elbows are back down on the ground, push the floor away, round spine, and drive it back. One more time like this. Round it out, just kind of feeling this pathway. And push to bring it back. Cool. Re-neutralize your spine. Make sure your legs are either underneath your hips or squeezing all the way together. Take your right heel, squeeze it in towards your booty, and then just try and drag the knee in towards your nose, and then shoot it back out. Yeah? Doesn't have to go very high. We're just trying to fire up our hamstring a little more. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep squeezing your heel into your bum. We're going to take this like straight out to the side like a dog in a fire hydrant. The hips are going to want to like turn. Keep fighting to keep them on the floor as much as possible. So squeeze, turn it out, and then for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And turn all those things into a circle. Find those 2 points. Keep squeezing your heel towards your booty. Turn it up. Rotate it out. Try to tap your thigh to your tricep, and then bring it back in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reverse. Drag it in. Dog on a fire hydrant, and then roll this whole thing down towards the floor. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back on your heels. Let your knees come wider than your hips. And then walk the hands forward until you're onto your mat. You can table tip the fingers. And then spider crawl your hands forward until your full rib cage is off the floor. And your body is really taking the weight into the hands. Start to round everything out. You can try to swoop all of that in. And then as you let the rib cage flare open, stick your booty up. Try to take that arch, allow the tape even deeper in your shoulders. Keep going back and forth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next time you're done, step on the heels, walk it back. Plant your hands around spine, chin to chest, come back to your tabletop position. Take your left leg, squeeze your heel into your booty. We're trying to use again our booties, not our backs. Knee to nose, and then shoot it back out. If your hamstring gets a cramp, you don't have to squeeze that hard, but you want to make sure we're staying nice and engaged. Go for 3, 2, And tap those knees together. Keep squeezing under your booty. Thigh goes out, thigh goes in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And turn it into a circle. Shoot it out, dog on a fire hydrant, and then tap your thigh to the tricep, and then squeeze it in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap the legs together. Tuck the toes underneath your heels. If this is like a huge pain in the ass, you can walk your hands more forwards. But stamp the heels into the ground, push with the arms, translate booty into the sky so you can find an inverted V shape. Take a second to really make sure your arms are working for you. So just with the on our knees, we're pushing around and we're hauling it out. And then tread out the feet. Try to push with your arms so hard you take as much weight into your heels as possible. And now ground your left leg. It's going to become our supporting leg. So you're trying to stay strong through our arms, shoulders squared towards the floor. Take that right heel straight up, the leg stays parallel. Pulse. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point that foot, unstack the hips, so the shoulders go with you. Grab them and take them, corkscrew them back in towards the floor. Leg is straight, foot can be pointed or flexed, but pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stretching out my yoga mat, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex or point that foot, dealer's choice. Now the shoulders can unsquare. So I can point them towards the wall behind me. I'm going to take this foot and try to drag it as much as possible so my front of my hip is opening up. Keep pushing through the arms so you're not collapsing into your shoulders. And you can just leave it there and make that big active stretch. Or you can once again, to the butt, go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're done, re-throw everything off and tap that foot down. Find both feet on the floor and then round spine, come all the way forward to your plank. Just hold, take a second to make sure you're really scooping and then trying to keep your rib cage in, not protracted, just in. 20 seconds, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, big squeeze, 13, 12, pull mat, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push the floor away, inverted Greek. We ground this foot, heel towards the floor, keep trying to extend through the hip, push the booty up towards the ceiling, and kick that leather leg straight up, thigh, toes, knee pointing down towards the floor. Pulse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn that hip out, bring it a little bit higher, point or flex, but pulse for 10, 9, shoulders to the floor, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex or pointing your toes, choice, take your shoulders with you, big push, strong arms. You can lift here or you can try to prick your heel into your butt, and then as you extend that leg, try to squeeze that foot even closer to the wall behind you. For 10, 9 is just a count, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and whenever you're done, re-square everything back up, tap the toes down towards the floor, and then take the weight into your arms, walk your feet into your hands, and make the feet be hip width apart. Your hands are going to come behind your back. If this is like not happening for you, you're going to take a little, like a towel and put it in between your hands. But try to roll the heads of the shoulders forward, but we're in this forward fold. So, got this guy, and roll the heads of the shoulders forwards, and then try to kick the pinky side up, up and behind me, and then pulse my pinky side straight out in front. So I've got my forward fold, I got my shoulder stretch. I'm going to try and lift. Go for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep pulling it forward. Keep that engagement, and then see how much you can straighten your legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring hands back to your body. Rebend, and gently release. Tuck your tail wallet all the way up, and circle out the wrists. Yay, good times. All right, if you need objects for your lunges, please grab them now. Right, we went so slow last time, so I'm trying to go extra fast so we can get all our stuff in. Very exciting. Objects. It's my objects. They're gonna live here for now. Coming to your wide power squat, just kind of like make your way down. We did this before. Now find the floor or your objects. Take the weight into one leg and then start to kick that other leg. Just kind of weasel it on out there. Try to keep your knees and toes pointing straight up to the ceiling on both sides. Take a second to point and flex that foot, really establishing like the strength of that leg in this high-ish lunge. So our heel's trying to be on the floor. If you can't be on the floor, that's cool, just do your best. Don't stress out our knee joint. Next time that foot is pointed, keep driving that toe towards the floor, walk to the other side. Try to establish the same line. Big squeeze, nice active straddle, flex and point. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crawl back to side 1, point that foot, ground it in towards the floor. And now flex this other foot. If you want your objects again, you can grab them now. And now turn this whole leg into your front of your space. And then use that turn and that hip drive and that heel drive to frame your front leg and take your nice long lunge. So this back leg is going to roll all the way up and over. Go for a little rock. If you want more challenge, don't use your hands. Hands can be out here, out, all that business. Ooh, where's my wall? Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Refine your objects, tap that back knee down, untuck your toes, and walk your hands back to frame that front leg. Flex and point. Now really try and squeeze those thighs together. Like a little pair of scissors. And now hang on to the flex. Long spine, not just the head, the whole spine. Hip, hip. Wave hello, wave goodbye. Try to keep the shoulders still. Next time that leg is turned in, leave it there. See if you can press both of your legs onto the ground. You can take weight off of your hands and then come up to a balance. Hands can go to the hips. They can be to our low V in airplane mode or our high V. If you're choosing any of the other ones, really try to keep those ribs scooped in. I don't care if your arms are just like straight out in front of you. If you're working, great, do the work. So we're here. We're going to hold our balance and try to take our big forward fold. So booty goes back. Everything else is just a plank. Go as far as you can. And then bring it back up. We're going to do 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and find your floor. Settle in over that front leg. You can walk your hands out and take something that feels nice to you for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you lost your objects, refine your objects, lower the toes of that front foot, and just come on back into that lunge. If you want to keep your knee down or put something underneath that back knee, please go ahead and do so. Take a second to make sure you're really squaring through your hips, so back hips going forward. We're squeezing all that business together. It never ever becomes passive. That's where our balance comes from. So we're going to dive forward over that front leg and try and take that arch without letting our hip pop off the floor. So first one, we're going to use our objects. This mask is like not staying on today. I have a very hard time being a bird. So here we are. With my back knee on the ground, pretend my back knee's up if you want the knee up version. I'm going to look forward, like I was pushing on the floor before, and try and take that arch. Yeah? And then bring it all the way back forward to come back down. We're going to use a total of 5 times. Balance options include hands behind you, and then adding whatever arms you want. So if I'm doing hands behind me, I'm going to do, if I touch the floor, great. If I don't, whatever. Or arms straight out in front. Adding any kind of extension. Try to gather everything back in. And then bring it all the way back. Like I guess an actual bird, since I'm double bird mode. Yeah? So we're going to do this many, since maybe you just did one. If you're doing leg up, go with God. I'm not even gonna go. Here we go. I can't see anything. This is 3. Oh, jeez. This is 2. And one more normal one for the kids at home. When you're done, your knees up, bring it down, untuck your toes, sit back over that back hip, and flex that front foot. Turn the toe out to the side, and then sit that hip all the way down. Make sure that you are not punching in your body, and really trying to stick that ass out, and flexing and straightening that front leg really hard. If you're like, I feel this, keep feeling it, keep extending through your whole body. If you want more, you have to walk those hands out. If you still want more, you have to walk those hands out and over that front leg. So I'm turning away from you, but I'm going into that front leg. I'm squeezing my thighs together. I'm sitting this side butt in towards the floor. Booty out. Yeah? I'm holding for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring everything back to the center. Find your objects, toes back, come back through your lunge, tuck, extend. We're gonna do all of that on the other side. So, meet me in your side lunge, flex, and turn everything all the way up and in to frame that front leg. Take your rock, establish your balance. Again, no arms if you want no arms. We're squeezing our thighs together. We're lengthening. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy. Find the floor. Take a little bounce. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Tap that back knee down. Point the foot sit back over that back leg and frame that front leg. Take a second to flex and point. Now hang on to your flex, long spine, drive that front heel and knee pit in towards the floor. Rock it out. And now keep flexing all of your toes and knees straight up to your face. Try to find a float, so driving everything down through the legs and coming on up. If you want to bring your hands to your hips or with your objects, you can, but we want our spine to be long. Same options as before, just taking a big forward fold and then bringing it back up, or here, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, reach, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and find the floor. Let everything kind of lengthen out. If you're round, you're round. If you're not, you're not. Again, we're still focusing more on our placement than the shapes we're making. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and walk yourself back up. Grab your objects that I hope you all can see, because I cannot, and lower your toes. Meet me back in your lunge. Same idea. We're going to try to be in our lunge. Taking that like little back bend cobra style without our hips flying back. So by squeezing your booty and pulling your legs together to squareness, we can keep driving all of our thighs and towards the floor. Tuck the toes for the option if you want it. So 5 times. Like this. Do death mode. Oh God. And one more on one for the kids at home. That's really hard. If you haven't tried it, try it. You might also fall. Or don't. I hope you don't. When you're done with that, knee back down and tuck your toes. Sit back over the back hip. Flex the front foot and corkscrew yourself into turnout so that front knee and front thigh is pointing to the wall behind you. Give yourself that lift. Try and find that long spine. So you should feel it along the outside of that front leg. If you lose the flex, don't go so far. Or do and flex harder. And take your forward fold and your extension. The extension is what's going to make this work. Continuing to walk yourself up and out if you need it. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring everything all the way back. Find your objects, lower your toes, and come to the inside. Untuck, coming back to your lunge, and just kind of sit all the way into the floor, or get to the floor somehow. Let's see what we got. Okay, great. We're going to do a quick round of foot grabbing and our straddle. So we know our pelvic tuck. We kind of know like where our legs are and like what we should be using to like make that move. Yeah. So I'm using the hips and not the wiggles to adjust my turnout. If you have calves or hyperextension or anything that makes your legs like do a micro bend when you're on the floor on your butt, you're gonna put like objects underneath your knees if you want to challenge for quads and like having to hold that all the time, or underneath your heels if you want to be able to just like sit and chill. So whatever straddle you're in, kind of when you can sit up and know that your two sit bones are on the floor. Good. Okay, good. Here we go. Take a second to really make sure the knees are pointing straight up and down, and then you're not tucking or tilting forward or back through your pelvis. Really point those toes or flex. Whatever you're doing, it should be a conscious choice. Now we're going to plant our hands straight out in front of us, and then walk the hands forward with our spine being flexed. So I'm not running out yet. I'm trying to stay super neutral. Yeah? Once we're here, try to take the exact same like elbow drop, push and pull that we did before. So I'm going to pull my shoulders back, drop my elbows, and then arch. And then drop it in. Plant, push, and round. The further you walk your hands, the more challenging the roundedness is going to be. And the closer your hands are to your hips, the more challenging that arch is going to be. Just kind of walking in and out. Keep squeezing those elbows into your side. Take one more. And whenever you're ready, come on back up. All right, so we're gonna frame our front leg. If that's really challenging for you, start closer to your hips and walk your hands further out. So I'm gonna frame the front leg and then walk the hands out as far as I can go before I start to lose my ability to stay round over that leg. Take that round spine and then take that back leg, just kind of pop it to the inside of your front leg. So we're always gonna go from being round. Yeah, so you can always find that contraction, find that control. Opposite arm is going to sweep out, and as I open that shoulder to the ceiling, I can drop that bottom elbow down and then pad back up. Go for another count. 4, 3. I'm going to let this shoulder open up towards the ceiling. 2. And 1. And walk yourself back up. Hello, hello, hello. Do all that on the other side. Frame that leg, claw out where you crawl up before you lose your roundness. Tap the inside arm down. Extend the opposite hand, and then open and close. Feel all of your sits bones on the floor. Go for 3, 2, and 1. And bring it all the way back, framing that front leg. Walk, 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 walk. And now for our full attempt at grabbing our foot. So when we're trying to grab our foot, the method that I tend to teach is that we want to think about, like, I care about this, like this full seam, but since some of us, like, we may or may not have a strap available to us, I'm going to go for the active reach. So take that inside arm, bring it the same way it was before, and we're going to take a big sweep, like we did at the beginning, with our opposite hand. So we're going to crawl, ground this opposite foot, drive it down, and then sweep it up and out. So I want this top hand, think about reaching past my front foot as opposed to like trying to grab anywhere on my leg. Wherever I am there, adjust this bottom arm further out in front of you, or like across, wherever you can balance, so you can really get into this stretch if you're really flexy. And then once you've found your max range, sit into that hip, then try and sit that opposite foot back down. So this side is coming up and down. Yeah, and if you want to grab your foot, maybe you can see, but I'm flexing. I'm going to point into that foot so I'm going to get even more of a stretch here. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And when you're done, release. Cartwheel all the way back up. Same thing, other side. Our arm's going to come down to wherever it can reliably go. We're going to take our side bend and then reach again past this foot. If I can grab, great. If I can't, whatever. Flexing if I can grab. Side block. But you know what to do. Same thing, other side. Lifting this hip off the floor. Just kind of taking that little weight shift. There you go. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And curl everything all the way back up. When you're done, squeeze those legs together with their own powers. Hiya! Yeah? Big squeeze. Give yourself a squish. Wrap your leg around arms around your legs. Just gonna pull everything for a second. Cool. Alright. Let's finish up with, we have time to do splits. Minute splits. We did a lot of hovering. So for our splits, I encourage you to be square, but you can like keep your back knee on the floor. Only hover if you like really feel like dying today on a Tuesday. This and where's this? Alright. If you really have a hankering for over splits, try to do your back leg. Because we never do the back leg for over splits. So inhale. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'll do it later. With your objects, find your balance. Try to squeeze everything in. Back leg especially going forwards. Making sure that if we cannot put all of our big toe on the floor, then we should be continuing to flex our foot until we can find our balance. Yeah? Take that long spine, take that eccentric, and just kind of slide forward. We're going to hold for 1 minute. Timer starting at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your balance is feeling pretty good. Start to play with reaching the arms out to up over your head. And then back and down. We can also bring them up, here, and back, and down. Just kind of playing with our arms. We're about halfway there. Seconds. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Come out however you care to come out. This. Knees together, give yourself a quick squish. Let's do all of that on the other side. So, side 2, leg comes out, establish your balance. Flexing if you need to flex, front hip down, back hip going forward, scooping, lifting, all that jazz. Timer starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 minute. We're about halfway there. Side's really tight. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come out however you care to come out. Before we finish up with our many meal adventures, sit crisscross applesauce, or you can like sit in a butterfly, or you can flex your feet. So heels on top of knees and underneath, not to the inside that circles your foot, like fully on top or bottom. We're going to do 2 sets of 10 seconds. We're standing nice and tall, trying to take that flat spine and diving it forward just to get a little bit of juice outside of our outer butt. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and we're really reaching for 3, 2, and lock it up. Rest. If you were doing one leg, switch to the other side, cross it over, heel on top, squeeze those thighs down towards each other, and press it all the way down your sits bones, rocking forward, extending just like we did before. That's what makes these stretches work. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And walk it up. Alright, let's do some bridges, y'all. So, feet are about hips width apart. We want to make sure that we're really grounding through our legs, like power squat mode, yeah? So, I'm not going to like allow my butt to collapse. The first thing that happens is our hips always come up first. We want to make sure our heels are not into our booties, are a little bit out in front, so we're not like using too much hamstring and not enough of anything else. So, it's going to be here. Let your arms dangle for a second. If you want to just like put them straight here or here, that's cool too. But tuck your pelvis and roll it up. Try to send the hip bone straight up to the ceiling. Yeah? Kind of find that aggravation. You do a lot of forward, so many legs. And then sit it back down. That's working out for you. You can keep moving there if you want to add on. You're going to take your hands. Again, elbows come in, fingers to shoulders, plant it. Yeah? Try to put the weight into the knuckle of the hands, not into the heel of the hands as much as possible. If that's happening, roll up the edge of your mat and put the heel of the hand on your mat. It'll take some of that angle out of your wrist and make it a little bit less stressed out. You can also make a fist. That also works. So, hip bridge, push, try to hover, and come back down is option number 2. Option number 3 is hover, straight onto your head with control, and then chin, and then back down. If you're getting onto your head, check in with your elbows. Do your best to keep them in. If they're not in, like, don't stress. And then try to push your arms not just straight up over your head, but try to push them behind your head. Yeah? So I'm stopping here. Hello. Plant. My arms are going out. As you can see, this makes my shoulders close, so I'm going to try and send my fingers towards my heels. And that allows my shoulders to open up. That feels really nice. As long as I'm pushing, if I collapse, it does not feel so good. So keep pushing. When you're done, take your head back gently with control towards the floor. turn to your chest, and then roll it down. Yay! Bridges. Some bridge options and things that you can do in your wheel include trying to rock back and forth. You can also try to do like a little can-can. We didn't do a lot of like front bending can-can style things, but we've done them in past classes, so if you know that, do that. You can also try to walk your hands and feet closer or further away from each other. Practice taking that weight into your hands and your legs. All of these things that you like love back bending, you should be doing 1,000 times to build that strength in your limbs. I'm here, I'm gonna work my feet towards my hands. You can walk out. I have no idea where my feet are, but well, hands towards my feet. Trying to stay parallel with my heels on the floor. Yeah? You can walk back and forth. Try to get like used to being in your wheel. Rocking. You can also try to look for your feet, bend your arms, a little push up, and then push back into straight arms, straight legs. Get closer, there. Your hands and feet are together. The better chance you have of getting a chest stand. I have a beak, so I'm not going to do it, but you practice all those little muscle contractions. You can also go down to your forearms. Press the hands together or flat palms. And get an extra shoulder stretch that feels nice. Whenever you're done, plant, push, plant, to the chest. Come on down, be free. For my friends who are still with me, hi. You're still here, bless your hearts. If you have any questions or anything you're interested in, feel free to drop it into the chat. I'll give you like 30 seconds to do some more shit, and then we'll do a quick cool down. And that'll be that. I hope you're enjoying the bird shit. I made this mask based off a pattern on the internet by a very cool artist who makes cool shit. It's all EVA foam. All right, thank you for being here. I missed you, I hope you're doing okay. All right, since I think we're cooling down and Instagram's gonna kick me off, let's do a quick cool down. So, remember when we're like standing and we're gonna get X, we're gonna be real hollow. We're gonna try and hold that here. If that's really challenging for you, do bent legs, not straight legs. So, here, arms down, arms over your head, legs are either out or you can be in a tabletop. So I'm going to reach up, tap my opposite hand to my leg, and back down. If I'm doing straight legs, it looks like this. So I'm going to do 10 on each side. And hold that hollow the whole time. It's pretty challenging. Good luck, I believe in you all. I got 2 more. 1, 2. When you're done, just bring it in. Circle it out. 1 or 2 times in each direction. And you're done, that's it, the end of Fancy Flex today. Thanks as always for watching. If you watched, you didn't. Have a good day anyway. Bye.